This afternoon with 50 Shades of Purple Against Bullying. Arts Against Bullying is so important.
LGBT women are far...
That too. This is so important because we are living in the age of the bully. No one is exempt from bullying without regard to race, without regard to status in society, income, neighborhood. Nothing protects you from bullying. Social media and politics have fostered the rise of the bullies. People feel free to say anything to intimidate others and to impose their will on others. And in fact, social scientists have documented that almost 40% of teens have been bullied. But that number is illusory because, as Meredith shared with you, most people don't even report their bullying experience. Most people just hold it inside. They believe the horrible things that are said about them. And it's so ubiquitous. Now, I'm a whole lot older than Meredith, but I could go home. I could go home but these kids don't get to go home because the internet is right there with them. And they pick up their phones and they see something hateful and horrible. It doesn't stop. It's unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable. It can change, it must change, and it will change because of people like you. To stop the rise of bullies, you first have to understand bullies. There are many reasons people bully. Science says that the dominant reason is that bullies have been hurt. Often they have been physically and always emotionally hurt. And this hurt can lead to tragic consequences. I did spend the last 6.5 years of my life at the American Red Cross. But before that, I was a trial judge. A trial judge is the judge that you see on TV when you watch Law and Order. That was me. And I really did sit homicide. I sat homicide. I was a judge for 16 years, and 13 of those years were in homicide. And when I first met Jazz, the inspiration behind 50 Shades of Purple Against Bullying, I'm like, look, you don't want to talk to me. This is not my area of specialty. Because the kids I meet have been charged as adults. And she kept insisting, and she kept insisting. And for those of you who have met this woman, help me, Lord, the woman has never heard no. So of course I stand here. But I stand here because bullying can have tragic consequences. I want to share with you just momentarily about a case called Fishtown. And some of you may remember the Fishtown murders. There were 4 teenagers, ranging in age from 15 to 17, who killed another teenager, another 15-year-old. Dominic, Nicholas, Eddie, and Justina took it out on their victim, Jason. Jason was a regular kid. He was 15, he never had a girlfriend. He had big, big dreams. Jason wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And he applied to military school, but his parents didn't have the money to send him to military school. So Jason actually quit school and went to work because he was going to earn the money to go to military school so he could be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to be a hero. Dominic, Nicholas, Eddie, and Justina wanted his paycheck. And they killed him for his paycheck. $500. $500. That's what they got. Dominic and Nicholas came from a home that was broken. It was without love. Neither their parents nor their grandparents gave them love, gave them guidance, nothing. They basically were raising themselves. Justina believed that her value was only in her sex, and she used that to get what she wanted. Eddie was bullied Eddie was bullied into believing that the only way he could be part of the cool crowd was to join in this plot. The adults in their world ignored them, decided it was not real. And a lot of times kids don't report when they're being bullied, when they're being harassed, because it's like, it's all right, get up, you gotta go to school. They're not gonna pick on you anymore, it's okay, get up, get up. That's not real understanding. Their adults ignored them, and today, Jason is dead. Eddie, Justina, Nicholas, and Dominic are in prison. Nicholas, Dominic, and Eddie will be there for the rest of their lives. I could go on. I have, unfortunately, too many of these cases. I could tell you about transgendered kids who were abused and assaulted. I can tell you about girls who were forced into prostitution, boys who were raised by drug dealers to be drug dealers. I can go on. I share this with you because I want you to understand. I want you to understand why people bully. Not because it justifies the behavior. That's not the reason for understanding. Their conduct is not acceptable because you understand it. But if we don't understand it, we'll never have the insight that we need to stop the problem. Meredith said it a minute ago, and I say it now. The solution to bullying lies in love. You've got to love yourself. That's right. And you've got to accept your true self and accept others for who they are and who they truly are. You see, acceptance of yourself eliminates the power that others have to bully. Accept your creativity, your passion, your sexuality. Accept your color, your gender, your religion. All of it's good. It's what makes you unique. And I tell you, don't just accept who you are, but be proud of who you are. Because you are uniquely and wonderfully made. Stand tall, rejoice in who you are, and you will win. And you will take back the power that bullies think they have over you. Meredith is just one example of a young person who stood in their truth and said, I'm not going to let you have me. Many of you might watch America's Got Talent. You don't have to tell if you do. It's a dirty little secret. It's fun. America's Got Talent is absolutely fun. And there was a 15-year-old girl on this show, Amanda Mina. She touched my heart because she had been bullied because her parents moved her to America for a better life. So her English wasn't perfect. She was from another country, and she was bullied. Fortunately, she went home. She gave a message on national TV that I think is worth sharing with you. She said, I just want to tell you guys that you are special. Don't listen to what anybody else says about you. You can do anything. Just believe in yourself because you have your family behind you. Love is the secret. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Amanda's gifted. She has the voice of an angel. Every one of us is gifted. Now, my gift is not singing. Y'all do not want to hear me sing. You really don't. But each of us has a special gift. You might even not know what your gift is, but you've got to stand in your gift. Now, I'm not naive. Not everyone has a family like Amanda's that will circle their arms around them. Not everyone has Desiree, who's going to call out to you, your generational, multi-generational, proud black women who stood up against bullying. Not everyone has a Desiree for a mom. That's why 50 Shades of Purple Against Bullying is so important. That's why you're here today. 50 Shades of Purple Against Bullying is essential. It provides love, acceptance, and support where it might not exist. going into the schools, meeting with families, talking to community leaders, breaks down those barriers to communication, those barriers that keep people from recognizing their unique gifts, but they can't do it without you. Your support is essential to advancing this vital work. Each one of you today has been supportive, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that support. But I'm going to ask you to dig deeper, and I'm going to ask you to think hard, because every single one of you works for somebody, knows somebody, goes to church with somebody, got a little extra money that you were going to get new Nikes with. Yes, go Nike. But you really don't need those new Nikes. I'm asking you to dig deep and find a check. Yes, I'm asking you for your talent and your treasure. Write a check to 50 Shades Against Bullying. Get your coworkers to support this campaign. And if you really don't have it in your budget, then volunteer. Let them train you to go into schools, to show our young people that you don't have to be bullied, and you also don't have to be a bully.
That's right.
There are better choices. And you can make this possible. You can make this possible with your donation. And I know Jazz would not like me to say this, but it really does help, whether it's a $5 check, a $10 check, a $50 check. That's a check she really wants. Any check makes a difference. Any hour you can donate to help spreading this message that we're all unique and wonderfully made, and we can all live together in our uniqueness. It makes us stronger. So I ask you today to spread the word about 50 Shades of Purple Against Bullying, to lend your support so that we can continue to see magnificent young people. I don't want to waste another drop of talent. I don't want to see another child be hurt or go to jail. Thank you very much.